Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to roast coffee in a popcorn maker. So welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I roast coffee at home. I've been doing this for about 15 years. It's not difficult, it's pretty simple, it's affordable, and it works. I am planning on taking this passion a step further, launching a small roasting business named after my dad. He's a detective, or he's a retired detective, and he has a serious love for coffee. So I started trying to figure out how to tie it together when I was coming up a name. I'll show you the gear I use and talk about the beans and walk you through the roasting stages step by step. So my gear, let's talk about the gear. I order from Sweet Maria's. I've been doing that for 15 years. I do like them. I would not change at this point because I appreciated everything they stand for, their ethics, the morals, and the ease of ordering and the quality. So I do shop at Sweet Maria's. I am not sponsored. I'm not getting anything out of this from them, but that's where I do order them. Since I logged on to get another air popper recently, I have discovered that they have kind of launched another air popper, popcorn popper, that you can order from their site. And previously I would just get them at a Walmart, maybe even a thrift store. In the past, there was a certain style you needed to roast them successfully in a popcorn popper, and it was one that had the holes around the outside, not where the air blows straight up. The air holes are like in a circular when you look down in the thing. So the air popper that they have on their site that I ordered this time, and I do have somewhere that my other poppers, is called a Poppo. And Poppo, I've never heard of them before, but I roasted last night, worked great. They now have where you can order this sleeve that goes down in here. And the sleeve has like this little thing here, and it keeps the beans from going out. It actually, once they pop up, they go back down and the air just keeps circulating. Works really good. Like this. And the box, let me show you the Poppo box. This is the what the sleeve comes in. So I did get that to go with the popcorn maker, very inexpensive. And now they are also suggesting using a chimney, which is what would have gone on the old lamps. And I went ahead and just ordered this one straight for them. You probably could find this at a thrift store. If I find one at a thrift store, I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. It needs to be about that diameter so it would fit in this popcorn maker sitting like that. Easy peasy, that's all you need. And you could actually go on less. You could actually just use a popcorn popper you already have. You don't need to order one. And then these come with popcorn poppers. They're what you would pour your popcorn kernels in there. And it's kind of a good pre-measured amount. This is actually about perfect for the coffee beans too, the amount you'd want to use. If you're going to get serious about it, you would start weighing your coffee beans before and after, because part of the process of roasting is the water is going to dissipate. So it's going to give you an idea, how I keep pushing the camera. I haven't learned it well enough to know that, keeping the screen up so I can make sure I'm on the screen, and get the amount you need in there every time and more. The other thing I did get was a basket. These are very inexpensive on their website, I think $2 or $3. They're kind of just something you can pour your beans into once you're done, probably even before, and then they kind of squeeze and you can put them in the jar, etc. Beans. I ordered a set of starter pack of 3 different, I wanted to try all 4. So these are the green coffee beans here. This is what they look like. They're hard. They kind of smell like a bean. They don't smell like coffee. Let's see if you can kind of see that. Just a green coffee bean. But these green coffee beans, if you keep them in a good package and not in extreme weather, sealed, cool, and dry, they will be good for about 12 months. So you can actually order these and use them and rotate them if you're into self-sufficiency. You're thinking the world might, something might change, you could order these and put them in a cool, dry place. I would not just not use them. I would rotate them so that you can have something on hand. This one is organic. This is the one I roasted yesterday. I like it. And it's sad because I've only done one, and I made my coffee this morning and I liked it. So I'm almost tempted to stick with it. I really, really liked it. Some of the flavor enhanced here is a light roast or cleanly sweet, caramel, accents of praline, nuts, and candy pecan, dark roast or deep tones, smoky cocoa, dark chocolate, and cocoa nibs. So really like this one. I'm going to quickly show you the other three so this video don't stay too long. This one and this one. So I got 4 in this trial, and these are the 4 I want to try. I got these at Hobby Lobby, 40% off to put each one of my coffee beans. So I got 4 of them so that I can kind of keep them separate. I need to label them. These are the ones I roasted last night. I thought I'd over roasted them because I have to get back in the practice again and using this new popcorn popper. I don't know if I'm sad about it now. I actually ground these and drank this morning, and I loved it. So I thought I'd gone a little too far, but you can see they're pretty brown. Oh, I don't know why I can't hold these. And they're a little glossy, so some of the oil has came to the outside, and definitely borderline second crack. But I do like it. I might actually stick with that one, but I will try the other 3. These are all single origin. I go with single origin because they come from one region, one farm, and sometimes even one single lot. Why does that matter? Soil, climate, and altitude shape flavor. Like an Ethiopian bean might taste fruity and bright. A Colombian bean, smooth and chocolatey. With single origin, you're tasting the story of that place. So it becomes, I guess, like wine. I don't drink wine, but you become kind of a connoisseur of coffee. Roasting has stages and roast names, and it's how long they roast. This is the fun part. The beans move through a few clear stages. First, the bean starts green. You put it in there, and it's going to start getting all the water out. Moisture leaves that bean. That is when you'll finally get a first crack. You'll hear a popcorn-like pop. This is where beans expand, the sugar caramelizes, and flavors start to open up. From here, you can stop at different roast levels. Once you hear that first crack, you can stop at any point. Kind of what you want. You can try it out, see if you like it. Crack. There's going to be a second crack if you keep on going. They're smoky, oily, bittersweet. Less of the origin because once they get really kind of smoky, they kind of all will start tasting the same. So if you leave it right before then, you can taste like the origin. The second crap is a sharper snap. And you push it too far, you're actually getting into burnt territory, which I wonder if that's just what Starbucks does, because to me, all their coffee tastes burnt. The chemistry behind this is inside the bean. The sugars are caramelizing. Amino acids are reacting with sugars that cause what they call a Maillard reaction. It's when the amino acids basically react. Together they create hundreds of new compounds. That's why coffee can taste like nut, chocolate, fruit, and even flowers. So once you get done roasting the coffee, you will want it to sit for around 24 to 48 hours because once they're roasted, fresh beans release carbon dioxide. And if you brew too soon, that gas pushes water away and the cups kind of turn sour, uneven. Let them rest for 24 to 40 hours. That's when the flavor settles in. I roasted these probably around 8 o'clock last night, and I brewed it this morning at 8. So I didn't wait a full 24 hours. I was still happy though. It wasn't bad. So if I do it again in the morning, it'll be a good 24 hours, or maybe this evening, because I do drink a cup of coffee in the evening sometimes. I know you're not supposed to. After that time period of getting the CO2 off, the beans are at their prime, their best, their freshness for 7 to 14 days. Can you drink it after that? Sure. But the boldness slowly fades. So what you end up with in the store coffee, it's always going to be definitely a week or two or more over. And so when you buy small batches, you always get a bean at the peak. So that's going to be something that I want to provide, is small batching at its peak. So is it hard? No, this is not hard at all. You could do it at home. You don't have to purchase from someone that does small roasting, but you will have to deal with a little bit of the smoke, and you will have to deal with, I'll show you, but all the outside bean shell starts flying. Okay, so I have a wipey board here just to kind of break down quickly the full roast here. We got a city roast, a city plus roast, and a full city roast. So what I kind of would like to do is the full city roast. I like a darker, richer coffee. So I'm going to take my popper outside, and I will bring the camera, and hopefully I can film this okay. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, before I take everything out, I want to show you this. This is the one I'm gonna do. It is a Brazil Yellow Honey Carlos Andani. I'm gonna tell you right now, this stuff smells good. It smells like a green bean, but it still smells good. So I wanted to show you that one because I'm gonna take everything outside, and I do not want to take everything outside because it's definitely hot and dusty out there. I also use a colander. As soon as the beans are done, you want to get them in something to start cooling them. You want air circulation, no more hot air, and get them to cool down so it stops where you want it to stop. And so you kind of have to also have the mindset that you might want to stop your roasting just a few seconds before you really want to stop it, because it's going to continue roasting because it's still hot on the inside of the bean, and you can just sit there and roll the air through it and get those beans cooling down. In the winter, it's easier because what I'll do is I'll step outside in the cooler air and do it, and it'll stop quicker. So I do have another item that I want to try when I start, is I bought this from Home Depot. It's for compost. When you have compost and you want to shake it and get all the extra little big pieces in there, but the grate is a little bit too bigger. I tried to put some beans in there just to see if it fell through, and it did. So I think what I'm going to do is find some wire mesh that I can kind of cut the circle out and just lay it in there, and that'll work. Because this way I can really spread them around and really shake them to get the air cooling them down quickly. So I can't use this right now. I'm going to use just a colander, but I will now take everything outside. I just wanted to show you that real quick. Okay, I have now moved close to the door open, and I'm going to try roasting these coffee beans without the smoke detectors going off. I would do it outside, but it's very bright sunlight, and I don't know if I could see really well once I did it. I have the coffee beans in here. I have the sleeve in there. I'm putting the chimney on there. I have my phone ready to push just to see the time. This is how many beans I put in there. And my colander is ready because I want to cool it down pretty quick. So let's see if the smoke detector goes off. I'm going to start the beans now.
In the cup, sip it slowly, drink it up, warm and cozy, it's so hot. Coffee in the morning, this pound. Cappuccino.
Hear it? First press. The beans are now getting darker. Hear it? So this took about 5 minutes. And I'm out here just getting the air. Aren't they beautiful? They're a dark brown. Perfect. I like this. This is the, not the same bean as I did last night. This one is the Brazil yellow. Oh, I'm probably gonna like that one too.